Hey guys, thought I'd show y'all how I pick my sticks for my walking sticks. Uh, I use everything, but this is my easy access stuff. This is when I need to make several sticks. Uh, some people might look at it and go, "Oh, that's cheating." Well, I don't I don't see how it's cheating. But if you think it's cheating, then I guess it's cheating. But I don't see that. It takes a lot of work to get them ready, and I'm gonna show you that process. Not in this video. I'm just gonna show you how I pick them out and why I use these. The next one I will show you how I finish them out and burn them and mount the heads and all that kind of good stuff. So this is just I'm just gonna show you how I pick them. Like I said, I use everything for walking sticks. I carve, you know, anything I can cut and find, but uh, these are just good, easy. Uh, when you have a hard time getting around, these are easier for you to use. So these are 1-inch dowels that I got here. And I'll show you how I pick them. Now, if you're these are too small really to carve. I mean, you can carve a figure on them and use them as a walking stick. I've carved many just dowels and carved a character on top of it, and sold tons of those as walking sticks. The only thing about it is that these are only 4 foot long, and I usually would carve a handle under them or put a wrapped handle under them. So that puts, for a little bit taller person, that puts, sorry, thought I had my finger over the microphone. I didn't know. Um, for a little bit taller person, that puts the handle kind of low. So with adding the topper to them, you get to use the whole 4 foot. I put the handle just at the top of the stick, so that makes it just about right. So now, like I said, this is 1 inch. I use 1 inch, inch and a quarter, inch and an eighth. I guess that would go 1 inch, inch and an eighth, inch and a quarter, and then inch and a half. The inch and a half is usually the ones that I would carve. Those in the inch and a quarter is usually the ones I would carve on the top of the stick. Some of you guys may have saw those. I've done tons of those. But anyway, back to what I was originally starting with here. This is how I pick mine out. If I'm going to carve one, I stay away from this. You don't want that because it doesn't carve well. Too much, a little tight grain. I guess that's what you'd call it. I don't know how they make these dowels. To me, that's green. But now, just for a stick to mount a topper on, these are great, because then you look at the rest of this, and after I torch it, you get this. If you can see it, I'm gonna have to lay it down so you can see it. That's what you get when you torch it. Now, to me, that's awesome. That's just me, though. I also look for any of these areas like this. That makes it look really nice. And the more of this, the better. Now, on the ones you're torching, you can get too plain. Now, if I was just going to carve the top, this would be more what I'm looking for. That would carve pretty easy. Except this part here would be hard, but if you're just going to carve a face, put it on this side in the front, that would be what you're looking for to carve, you know? I mean, like this. That would be better to carve. Now, you can carve, don't get me wrong, you can carve this one. Just not as easy. But for burning, this is great. Any of these are great for burning. Always pick them up, look down them, because a lot of times you'll get ones that are, I call them whoppy jawed, but they're bent, they're warped really bad. So whoppy jawed works for me. But one of the other sticks, one more like this, this is what it looks like burnt. You got the bigger spots on it. And I like that one too. That's an inch and that's an inch and a quarter. No, yeah. Inch and a quarter, inch and an eighth, inch and an eighth, I'm sorry. This is the 1 inch. And with the paracord wrap, the handle is perfect size. That seems like a small stick, but with the paracord wrap, the handle is perfect. And the sticks are strong. So, I mean, you're not going to just break one. There's my torch. There's my sandpaper. I usually start 80 grit, and then I will just sand the absolute fire out of it. Go to 100, go to 120, and I usually finish off with 240 hand sanding. If you don't put the work in it, you're not going to get the finish like these. You're not going to get that good shiny finish. After you torch it, sand it again. And after you torch it and sand it, it's like glass. So all these dowels are not made equal, I can tell you. But now these are pine. They're soft. They're not for beating and banging. I can tell you that for sure. They will, they'll nick easily. They'll dent easily. But once you get a good spar urethane finish or whatever you choose to use, and I'm going to experiment with some wood hardener and just see what it would do. I don't know if it will work on these, if it'll help. But I'm going to give it a try and just see what it does, So this is kind of how I pick my sticks. Like I said, I use everything. I use a lot of stuff that I cut. Matter of fact, look at there. Now that's not all of my stuff that's drying. That's seconds that I threw out there. Now occasionally I use stuff off of it. But hang on just a second. I'll go show you my drying rack. Be right back. There's my drying rack. Right now I have a bunch of cane up there, as you can see. Bunch of old sumac that was given to me. Whoop, now you're upside down. But just so you can see, show you how I made my rack. This is under my front porch. One there, and one there. Doot-doot. So that's my drying rack. And most of this cane will become sticks at some point in time. I normally don't dry them. I normally season them myself, torch them, but I'm letting these dry because I'm working on these other wee folks right now. So hang on just a minute and I'll get back to my other spot. Anyway, this is the way I choose my sticks. So just wanted to show you guys this. Don't get a stick that just has nothing in it. All these are good. I mean, all these will burn well. I started out not thinking these were really good for this, but my mind was changed after I burnt the first one. So, like there's a good spot right there. All that good figuring, I mean, it's all good. So, like I said, let me lay them down here beside the others so you can see what we're looking at here. Sorry for the camera work, I'm holding it. I don't have it in my holder. Look at this cool. Look at my cool flexible deal I found. $4 at the thrift store. That's what I'm making videos on right now. So, but there's what they turn into, just so you can see. And if you think that's cheating, I dare you to get you one of these and make it look like that without a little work. That's not bragging, that's telling you the honest truth. So Anyway, just want to show you guys that. I hope it helps. I'm gonna get started on the next video. I'm gonna get one of these sanded down and show you how I burn it. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Love y'all. Thanks guys for subscribing. I passed 200 subscriptions. Woo! That's a milestone for me. All right, see you guys. Bye.